and welcome. Today we are going to make crunchy tacos. I got this recipe, this procedure from the Test Kitchen, and it looked really good, different than the way I've always made tacos. So I wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Here are the ingredients that we're going to have. First of all, we've got some baking soda. There's a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to put that in 1 tablespoon of water and then put that in the meat, and that's going to help it to have cohesiveness. I hadn't heard of that before, and I thought that was interesting, so we're going to do that and we're going to try it. After the baking soda, I have here some chili powder. Each of these are going to be 1.5 tablespoons. So that's red chili powder. Then we have paprika, dry cumin, and garlic powder, each of those 1.5 tablespoons. And then the last item right here is 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to put 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We're going to put 1/4 to 1/2 an onion chopped. And we're going to have cheddar cheese. We're going to show you all about that. Now here's something that I thought was real interesting that the Test Kitchen did. Is they took the tortillas, put some vegetable oil on each side of the tortillas, because if we tried to fold those when they are taken out of the package, you're going to have them breaking. So what we're going to do is we're going to be putting these in the oven at 400 degrees, and we'll put them in there for about 5 minutes. And that'll make them pliable. Then we're going to show you what we're going to do next. Here we have them all vegetable oiled up on both sides, ready to go into the oven at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. Section 4. First thing we're going to do is we put 2 tablespoons of water in this pan, and we're going to take the 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Put that in there. We're going to mix that up a bit. And then we're going to put in the meat. And that's going to help it all stick together. Now with the pan on medium to high heat, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Get that sizzling. And then we're going to be putting the onions in. After we have our hot pan going at medium-high heat, we're going to add the onions, and we're going to sizzle those, cook those for about 3 minutes. After these have sauteed for about 3 minutes, you don't want them to be, we're not browning them, we're just kind of making them soft. And now we're going to start adding our other spices. Here's the chili powder, paprika, cumin, garlic powder, and salt. And we're going to stir that all up. Mix that up in with these onions. Next comes 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Mix that in, cut that in with the onions and the spices. We've added our meat mixture into the spice mixture, and we're going to be cooking that. We're not doing it well done, we just want it to where it's just cooked, where there's no more red. And then we'll take it off the stove. Now we're going to take the meat off the heat and put it into a pan, and we're going to add about 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. We're going to mix that in. That's going to keep the cohesiveness together. It's amazing. Now that we put the cheese in there and we mix it all up, it's gonna be really delicious. And we've also put our tortillas, our oiled tortillas, into the 400-degree oven for 5 minutes, and that's going on right now. We're gonna heat up another pan, put some oil in it, and I'll show you what's next. Next, we're going to take spoons each of this meat mixture and put it in the tortillas. I'm kind of limited today due to the fact that my camera stand broke, and so I'm using one hand and so on. So, but we're fine. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll get back to you and show you what that result looks like. Here's what it looks like. We've got the meat inside these, and the reason that cheese is in there, it helps to adhere this to the side and leave this open. So whenever we finish frying these, then we can add the other ingredients like lettuce and tomato and cheese and so on. Next, we're going to put these in the oven at 200 degrees to keep them warm while I prepare the other ingredients such as lettuce and tomatoes and etc. We're going to set these into a medium-high oil. Cook them on each side. You can put 6 in a 12-inch pan. We're going to cook them for just a couple of minutes on each side. Next, we set them on a rack, and we're going to blot them. Just blot some of the oil on the top there. And they're going to be ready to be stuffed. Now we're going to start filling up the tacos with whatever you like. Some lettuce, cheese, salsa, black olives, guacamole. Yeah, look at that. Looking good. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, look at that. Mm-hmm. All right, go for it.
Mmm. Mmm. Very moist. Very good. Mmm.
Well, thanks for joining me for this episode of Crunchy Tacos, and I hope you enjoyed it. They were really good. I've got to tell you, they were good. So you need to try it if you want to experiment with something different. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye.